Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring.
2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother could beat up your brother. My brother would put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Afa and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common in most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train, it's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Now these are
Take off! What a headbutt!
diving shoulder tackle.
Someone get the spatula. We have a human being to scrape up. Headbutt!
Bad position for Devon. Back into the ring now. Ooh! Ooh!
Double axe handle.
Nothing he can do.
What a headbutt. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Afa or Sika headbutt.
Good defense there.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
A calculated attack here against Bubba Ray.
And the Wild Samoans aren't going to let the Dudley Boys take over in this match.
Wicked kick. And we can harp on how this match was something.
Into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there. He is looking to do some serious harm. Oh, catches a kick to the face.
He's able to dodge out of the way.
Wow, what a shot. Boom. Uh-oh, stop to the spot. You know what's coming next.
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
Down to Otis, and a double axe handle smash. I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop.
Totally helpless at the moment. Trying to fight their way out of harm's way. Elbows to the jaw.
I don't think this table's going to last much longer.
And Alpha Sika just beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Here are your winners. From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine, even in the year before his arrival.
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching. And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way, well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship. Bam!
Man.
Let me point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ. He prepared for Wes Lee or a night off. Now he's not getting either? This is ridiculous. The advantage is clearly in the hands of Solo Sikoa, who's had something up his sleeve all night.
Well, you think Melo is regretting the attack on Wes Lee earlier tonight?
Hayes regrets nothing. Don't you dare second-guess the A-Champ, Saxton.
Solo Sikoa already with the strategic advantage, taking Hayes by surprise and check.
Great trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in?
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Powerful kick. Sikoa in command. And you got to wonder if Melo is regretting his words, regretting his actions.
Sent right into the corner. Wow.
Ooh, sharp elbow.
Trick Williams has been quite the difference maker for Carmelo Hayes over the last year. How many times has Williams helped Hayes and saved that North American title?
Yeah, but 10 days ago, Solo Sikoa did the same thing for Roman Reigns when he attacked Drew McIntyre. Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes, ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Spinning solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Winding up. There's a Samoan spike.
And into the cover.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner,
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main
And that title, the WWE. Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside. And last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win. Getting set up in the corner now. Shoulder to the stomach.
Caving in the abdomen. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be
Down around into the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
the champ avoiding a 1 count.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
And he scores a reversal on Rollins.
What a headbutt.
Oh, what a headbutt. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
This is a situation you want to avoid.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Seth. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
You just love seeing him get knocked down a peg.
steel steps. And he gets set back into the ring.
Staggering back up, maybe to a foregone conclusion. And Reigns unleashes the Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Reigns hits it! The champ is in control.
Rollins landing awkward outside. Going outside. What's he got planned here?
There! But Reigns! Perfect execution from the champ.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel...
Superman punch!
And a thunderous spear! Did the champ just finish the job?
Shoulders are down.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion, Roman.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here. Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
Oh, he slips out of harm's way.
Dragon screw! Game changer.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, God. Oh, this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in. And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Lucy?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
New entrant about to come in, and not a moment too soon.
Kick to the abdomen, then follow through with the uppercut. Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games. His mind is turning. Might be close to the end.
And he is directed into the corner.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Old bloodline, new bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Oh, there's that headbutt. And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits zero. He's certainly feeling that attack.
Yeah, Sami just brought the fight to him.
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge. A collision kick by Sami Zayn. Has Sami ended it there?
Adding some extra spice to the numbers advantage by pulling an arm to the teeth. Ooh, yeah.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on the team Roman, but instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay. The men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand.
Is that all she wrote for Tagaloa?
Watching the pump handle.
What the?
Spinning kick to the gut. That was a strong kick.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational asset. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob could take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, this time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline. Super kick! Good night. And a stomp to the gut.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. This side has less experience inside this strong. Oh my God!
Sami Zayn looking for a blue thunderbomb. Boom.
Tama Tonga doesn't seem as composed after that attack.
Jimmy with a K-bender.
Rear super kick.
Nasty.
He just got sent flying into the opposite ring. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
He's made sure the odds are above and beyond his favor now. Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation. That's devastating. Forcefully delivered.
Back suplex, no.
Climbing to the top.
What's top rope?
Now look at Russo.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
Knife edge, chip top rope. Splash. Will Jay take advantage?
Switches into a flapjack.
Taking things to the top.
Top rope.
Uso with the Uso splash. And that can be reached top.
So someone returned in kind there.
Yeah, Tama Tonga came prepared for this matchup. Right to the face. Attack to the midsection. Boot to the stomach.
Kick to the gut. Creates separation.
Impact to the stomach.
Picked up and being carried around.
Scoop slam.
Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
Uso.
And it's Jay.
The lights are out for Sikoa.
Beautiful transition. I guess it was time to switch gears.
What is he doing? Jay has Solo right where he wants him.
Entering even more dangerous territory. Scaling the Morgan.
Top rope, Jimmy Uso splash. Will Jimmy seal this up? And that can vanquish Tom. Definitely an unorthodox strategy. He must have something else planned. Tonga ready. Spin! Will Jimmy seal this up?
Meanwhile, we have Sami Zayn.
That's going to keep Sikoa down.
Zayn has a move.
Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Never saw it coming. Trying to get up. He has no clue what's in store for him here.
And the tribal chief really having to acknowledge the offense directed right at him at this point. Tama Tonga
Executing a vicious Tongan twist.
Does Jimmy have any fight left?
Ooh, right. Tama Tonga setting it up. Here it comes. Tongan twist.
Victory nearly in hand for Tama Tonga.
kicks out. He still has life.
He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct. Haluva kick in the corner.
And it's Jey Uso.
Will Jey end this? Oh, man.
Connected with a sharp elbow.
That's how you establish dominance.
Jey taking his offense to top rope.
Uso splash! Is that all she wrote for Tonga? Nasty boot by Zayn. Is Zayn closing this out? Wait a second. He's going up the wall. The Extreme Warnings mentality is taking over.
Ah, look at this. Just cranking it out. That turns it around for Solo.
Reigns has identified the target. Stand by.
Stopped in their tracks with a knee to the gut. John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
And Roman fights on the wrong end of this fight.
Tama Tonga staying alive, but you just know he's got to be thinking of a way to end all of this as soon as humanly possible.
this moment to attack. Sky high!
Spectacular diving Hurricane Rana.
As their opponent down, and the camel clutch. It tap out win!
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was...
The Islanders and Street Profits facing off here in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Two teams that mix high flying and hard hits with ease. This is going to be exciting.
the Islanders move at such speeds that you can't take your eyes off them for a second. The Street Profits have got to be at their best if they hope for a win tonight.
You can tell that Haku and Tama want to end the party for Dawkins and Ford. Luckily, they have the biggest party pooper in WWE in their corner in the form of the Weasel, Bobby Heenan.
Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tama?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with the stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
They also won a 2 out of 3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this. Hopefully, the Street Profits are quick learners.
Bang! Drop kick. Haku is picking the opposition apart.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here.
Springboard, but nobody home. Man, look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path.
Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver.
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits.
Goes into the corner.
Able to capitalize on Ford's mistake.
Drop kicked all the way to the floor.
Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time. Running hip attack. What impact? Oh, a knee. Lights out.
Just punishing the leg.
His opponent keeps piling it on him.
Taking on so much offense. You got to worry about the lingering effects.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up, so you know that Tama and Haku can once again dominate as single stars.
He got it! Tag made!
And Haku is suppressing any offense from his opponent.
And I don't see Haku relenting anytime soon. Taking the wind out with a stomp to the solar plexus. Clamping down hard on the trapezius muscle.
This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff of it, and it nearly knocked me out.
I've seen tap water knock you loopy, Saxton, but I know for a fact that the Profits...
Schoolboy! Into the pin!
His arm shot off the mat before one.
How? How?
A reversal. He saw that coming. Consecutive attacks keeping Dawkins off his game.
Yeah, Dawkins is taking flight.
Diving elbow.
His body has to be racked with pain.
From the heavens. Big time splash.
Took a gamble once, took a gamble again, and hit the jackpot twice.
Ooh, one step ahead there.
Watching.
Diving shoulder tackle.
You've got to be kidding me. Using your body as a missile over...
Oh, there may be no escape from this. Haku
With a tongue in death grip.
got it.
Breaks the hold. Their team is still in this one.
He got out of dodge just in time. Will this be enough?
Just like that, he gets a fall.
My God.
And here's the cover.
Could be it.